That on my mom's side, my great-grandfather's name was Jerome Laporte. That's all I know. Anyways, thank you so much. I'll say it in my language for a little while and then I'll translate it. Tomas sinagrusi karewa, again, then sinini tase mas sinagrusi. Kuniwa kaniklu kacho, that's only tas, si chilson de, da, ito, there was a Jewish kid, Tyson was a Jewish kid, what he could, like he could tell. It was a long journey from Illinois. And I'd like to thank Dorothy and Paula and his friends that had invited us. There's so much people that we had met for that whole week last week. Our friends that invited us here. We've been talking ever since. I never talked so much in my life. But like again, also I never talked to this amount of people ever in my life. This is my first time. It's like my whole community is this size. That's where I come from. And we like to share what we have back home and the prophecies we have and the things that the elders have been talking. They're telling the truth that we know back from our elders. It's a long story. I know water's the issue, and it's very important. Without water, we can't survive. Back home, we have a lake called Great Bear Lake, Satu. In our language, it's called Satu, Bear Lake. And that's where we come from. And we are the only community that's on the south side of Bear Lake. And the lake is 12,500 square miles. And it's huge. But we still drink from the lake. It's that clean. We like to keep it that way. We have a lot of other resources like gold, diamond, oil, all that, but water comes first. The animal that lives on the planet. We try to protect it as much as we can. And also I'd like to share with you that we had several self-government, Illinois First Nation government ever in Canada. The first one in Canada where we can have the control over the claim that we had settled with the government. So that might help us to save that lake. And going back to the prophets that we had, one of the things I like to share is that he had always said, he died in 1940, but the message has been given to us and we'll share it with you. And I'd like to ask you, don't be afraid to ask after walking around what it is. Share it, we'll share it if we have to. As he said that all human beings are equal. He said, don't ever look at other people as being here like that. Right across, all same. For that reason, we should come together and try to save what we have left. I'm worried about what we are leaving for our next generation. What are we leaving behind? We have to come together and do whatever we can. I went to Petrobus this morning And look at all the symbols on the ground. And the people that will be way back in the past were there before us. That's who we should be. That's who we are. Back home, I always said, I want to be who I am. I said, Dene. I don't want to change it. With that, there's a lot of stories, but I'd like to say thank you so much for being part of this. When I get back, I would share what I see here. With that, Masicho.